doing some Fortnite, but rocket racing, which, as probably most, it's one of the few main modes in Fortnite. Well, at least for me, like I break it down between like there's four main modes in Fortnite. It's technically five, I think, if they still have it. It says Fortnite Battle Royale, which between that there's like unranked, and then there's ranked, and then there's also no builds. And then there's this, which is rocket racing, which between that there's ranked, non-ranked, and then speed run, and then there's a little tutorial thing. Then there's a little like festival, whatever, like the Metallica festival, whatever, which is just like the Fortnite version of Guitar Hero. Although it's still pretty cool once you kind of get the hang of it. Anyway, at least I think it was pretty interesting. And then you got Lego Fortnite, which is like Fortnite but Lego. It's also pretty cool to me. And then you just got like your otherwise typical creative mode stuff, you know. But then if Fortnite still has it, there's the PvE Save the World thing, whatever, which the trophies and achievements for Fortnite are usually related to the Save the World mode, which, like I said, is also technically a main mode. It's just that that's the one mode that you actually have to buy on this game for some reason, but it's fine. I mean, for me anyway, because I never really cared so much about having to try and pay for that at this moment. But, if I ever eventually decide, hey, I want to maybe try this out and maybe try and get some of these trophies, if I ever decide that, then I can buy it. Until then, I'll focus on more of the same stuff. Oh, there's just laps. Now, I don't remember if I've ever done a live stream on this, and I probably have, and I just don't remember. The one thing I never knew about was something that probably existed before today, was if you guys will see the top left of the screen, it shows like the leaderboard of who's like the top positions or top three. I'm sure some of you already know this by now, but at least I never did until just now, like a little bit ago. Yeah, I just press the L1 button, like since on PlayStation. For Xbox, it'd be like the left bumper or whatever. And now when you hold it, it expands. When you let go, it like contracts, whatever. Or well, some would say flaps in some channel. So as you hold it, it expands. Once you let go, it collapses, falls back. So yeah, that's the gist of it. But my goal here is, aside from trying to stay ahead of these people, which, yeah, of course it's hard to do, but aside from trying to do the really hard thing of staying ahead of these people, just doing some of my other quests that deal with rocket racing. At the moment, more particular to ranked, but in general, just rocket racing quests, which is why I did not name it Fortnite Ranked Rocket Racing, which would be FRR, but Fortnite Rocket Racing, which is just FRR. If you guys read the title, you understand it. Well, at least, especially now. The whole point is like, there's something I can abbreviate, which I usually don't do, but in this case, I did. For whatever reason, this guy is actually going for me, which is kind of annoying. It's fine. It's a boost. It's probably not going to help me enough. Oh, no! Dang it, he took it. Well, at least I got second place. That's alright. I got second place. That is completely fine. My rank's still going up, which I did do one rocket race, a ranked race before the live stream, because I forgot to start it before I got into the race, and then by the time I realized it, I thought I could set it up in time, which I almost did, but then I made a slight mistake, like a typo mistake, trying to type up the title, and then it, from there I just couldn't do it. Now, so I went from about 33 or 30-something% to now I'm at 66%. So basically every time my rank's going up by like a third, it's worth right now, roughly. And I don't really think there's a way to look at my quest. Well, that's fine, because I know there's still a few things to it. I think after this next one, maybe I can do it right now. So I can go. Oh, never mind. All right. Well, I'll just look at my quests again after this race. So I think the only way to really look at my quests in this main mode is I should go back to the lobby and look at them all. I don't think there's any way to look at them in the actual game because you can't really see the map. I don't think there's a way to like use the pad to see the map or. At least in speedrun mode, the only thing the pad did, like when you were done with your run, you could, when you were in the middle of the track, you could use the pad and it would automatically end your run. And I found that out just out of nature trying to see the map. So, that's that. Now, to get off a subject for 1 second, one of the last Sonic videos I did was that one where I started trying to go through some of the game with, like with the minimum rings possible. And I don't remember, I think I got through, I'm not for sure I got through Green Hill Zone in the stream, and I think I got at least through Chemical Plant 1 all the way, like including the boss, before the internet cut off for a second, like it does sometimes, and then the stream ended up automatically ending because of that. But, yeah, I do plan to get back to that wish. So, yeah, as I mentioned in the description for that video, because, or anyone who's, if you watched that video already, or if you haven't, I put in the description that even I already know that, it's basically impossible to beat the game without collecting any rings, which is why for the title of that video I didn't do no rings challenge, I said minimum ring challenge. But I also mentioned that basically, in short, I'm not going to spoil exactly how that happens, how it's impossible, because I also credited the original content creator of the video that I did watch to find out. Because technically, the YouTuber that I credited in the description for that video, there's a video that he did with Sonic Mania of trying to see if he can beat it without any rings. I will also say that, like, for some of you who know anything about Sonic Mania, but not as much as I probably do, then there's the Mania mode, and then there's the DLC Encore mode. Now, I was just theorizing the minimum ring count on Mania mode. Now, when this other content creator was trying to see if it was possible at all to go without any rings, he tried Mania mode, and when he got stuck, he tried the Encore mode. But, which, again, if I tell you it's impossible either way, then I'm not going to say how, but I'm going to let you guys see exactly how it failed, because I don't want to spoil everything and give no purpose to watching, so I'll generally say that I at least do that. So if you guys are really curious, then let's just see how it happens, that's impossible, or if you're so curious to know the answer to how do you know it's impossible, then please, be the guest of honor and go watch him and at least check him out, whatever. And yeah. And like I said, I think he's pretty cool YouTube content creator myself. And all the way around, I think that, yeah. Now, sometime after that stream ended, when that stream ended up getting cut off, I ended up, I think, eventually restarting Chemical Plant 2. Either that or I died or something, but then I was trying to theorize, because I got to the point in Chemical Plant 2 where it was initially supposedly inevitable that I had to collect a ring, and then I was trying to theorize, because anyone who has ever played any two-dimensional Sonic game where it's just a 2D screen scroller type thing, you'll kind of understand the concept that when it comes to that stuff, and when there's a loop with rings in it, usually you go around the loop and you collect all the rings. But I was trying to theorize as Tails with the flying, if there's any way to at least cut that down any, even if it's only avoiding one of those rings. So I think there's usually like 6 in total on the loop, or at least on the one that I couldn't avoid. The one loop I had to go around, I think there was like 6 rings in total. And I was trying to theorize if there's any way I could try and avoid any of them, and try and still collect as few as possible. And even though initially over time of keeping on attempting the theoretical, I ended up kind of collecting all the rings. But since I had a pretty well for sure idea of where they would have been, I still theorized that there may have been a way to possibly at least avoid one of the rings, which it's a little more of a what's it called? It's not exactly easy, not the most easiest thing, but I think I still theorize that there was some kind of a way to do it. So, yeah. And then, oh yeah, and as far as this goes, so you're seeing right now, so for the Infernal Island quest, there's get a start line boost of at least 50% in races, which for the most part is fine. Activate, I don't even know what draft even is, because it's like, I know there's the drift, there's the, then there's the boost, and completing the laps, and finishing, but I never knew anything about activating draft or whatever, unless if that's like the boost, I don't know. But apparently I already did it like 13 times in like those, between those 2 races. And then earned total start line boost percentage in races, which was like one time, like 2 out of those, like 2 of the ranked races I was in so far, I got a start line boost of 50%. And basically that total start line boost is like, if I went across like 10 matches, and each match I got a 50% start line boost, then 50 times a 10 is 500. So one way I could play 10 matches and have this quest done. So like it's like adding the percentage, the boost start line boost percentage throughout all the matches and stuff. So like right now I'm sitting at 194. So like say next match I get like a 53% start line boost next match. Well, the 194 plus 53 is 247 and that's out of 500 here. So that's all that is. Finish race after using 250% underthrust. I also don't know what the deal with that is either. I'm kind of dumb because I'm not exactly the best in the knowledge, in the field of knowledge with this thing, so I'm not really sure. So, not really 100% sure what's up with that, but yeah, apparently I've already done at least 2 matches. And as far as the ranked goes particularly, I've finished 3 ranked races. 1 before the stream and like another 2 during the stream. So I finished total 3 for ranked races, not the speedrun stuff, but for the ranked races. But apparently I only got the 250% underthrust in 2 of them. So I don't know, but and I'm not even going to week 2 yet because I'm not even finished with week 1. Plus, I have to complete week 1. Basically, you have to complete the previous week to get to the next. Like completing, like whatever week you're on, you have to complete. Like I have access to like some of these other weeks, or well, I have access to week 2. Like it's already open, like the quests are already there. But as it says here, complete week 1 quest, unlike week 2 quest. Completing week 1's quest is like the prerequisite to going on to the week 2 quests. Now that's just for the Infernal Island quest. Metallica Rocket Racing. There's complete races on Thrash Mountain, which it lets me view Island for some reason, even though it just takes me here. Also, that's what that's about. So if I go back, which I completed 2. Hit boost pads in ranked racing, 29 out of 50. And these all say stage certain number out of 5. So 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 1 out of 5. And this, which means each of these little sets of quests here, there's gonna be like more quests to that little section. Alright, so anyways, boost pads, travel total distance while turboing on Thrash Mountain, and complete laps in ranked racing, which, I mean, I'm gonna have that pretty much done, squared away with, because, I mean, when I'm not doing speedrun stuff, I'm doing ranked racing. Not only because some of the quests require me to be in ranked racing, but also because of this here, which I don't think I've technically achieved rank 2 yet for that. I don't even know how I look at that. Let's see. Bronze 2, I did achieve Bronze 2. Then again, maybe I have to actually race with... I don't know how it works. But eventually it will, I guess, pop up at some point. So, yeah, that's that. And then, achieving silver, which, what? Travel, total distance, and range racing is silver profile. Oh, yeah, then there's this stuff, which, one of the times, sometime back, they used to just be bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, elite, champion, unreal. There really didn't used to be anything else. It usually used to just be like for these other ones, it was just like achieving the ranks, and then achieving the other ranks, and then this used to, I think, be the only one here. Yeah, like I think this was like for especially for some of the other ones that didn't have multiple tiers or multiple tiers to the rank. It was usually just achieving that rank. But except for these two, it usually said elite or above and champion or above. And then this one just says achieve unreal. And then these other ones just, be that. But now they got stuff at the end of it. So, but that's just travel total distance, drift total distance, turbo total distance, get a starline boost to lose 50% in ranked races, total start line boost percentage, hit boost pads, finish ranked races after using at least 6 turbos. And then finish ranked races after activating at least 3 turbo bonus zones. Wait, 3 turbo bonus zones. Oh. And then finish ranked races without demoing at champion rank 4. Oh, basically without like crashing or getting demolished somehow. Like if your car like crashes and stuff where you like reset like a checkpoint or something, that's what that means for some of you who don't know. It's like when you try to it's like when you're talking and communicating, instead of saying the whole length of certain words and you try to like come up with like short versions of the words and stuff. Or whatever, like instead of like for example, which trust me, I wish I thought of a better example, but like with some of the punctuations or whatever I think is what that's called, and writing or whatever, and like ELA or language arts, there's like the different, or no, it's with the commas mainly, like the words with the commas for one of the rules is like for, or, nor, because, oh wait, for and nor, because, or yet so. That's what it is. Like those, like with those words, there would be a comma between the previous word and that word. So like, if someone asked you, or no, you could say, um, let's see. Oh yeah, okay. It's like trying to say, well, I went to the store, comma, and I got groceries, or it's like I went to the store and got gas from the gas station, but because, like one easy way to remember what those words were it got reduced to the word fanboys, like in one, which not really sure how old that method of memory is. Like, as far as like, I'm not sure how old that method is for whoever thought of it, but I only think of it. I only think of that word just as like remembering that rule, the common like what words apply with it and stuff, not as how some people think of fanboys and like I'm not gonna go into that whole rabbit hole. Not because I discriminate, but actually because I don't discriminate, and because I also really kind of I'm so much against discriminating and discrimination in itself that it sometimes actually really hurts to think about it. Like, and it's not because I qualify as one of the things that fall under the category that people discriminate, but it's just I'm just that good of a person. Like, I seriously don't see the long-term benefits at all of that being the thing. Of people trying, I'm like, listen, we're all one and the same, one way or another, whether you like it or not. We're all the same species. That's what matters most. Like, sure, there are some of us humans that, are like really, really good at not making mistakes, where even though nobody is truly perfect, that some of us can try to be as close to 99% as possible, as far as like being 99% good and, making like one little mistake or somehow. And then there's people who do make some mistakes in life, and sometimes to a terrible degree, but they actually try to learn from it and they try to build back up. And then you have some people who just straight up aren't good people in the world. They're people we don't need a lot of, and then those are the kind of people that need to be, dealt with and punished one way or another. But that's one thing. There's good people, there's bad people, but then you got some people trying to sit here and treat someone different because of like something else on the outside, like because of how they look, or let's say, you treat someone different because of their gender, or like trying to treat someone different because they're a certain gender, or rather whatever specific gender you pick of, and or trying to treat someone different because they're a different race, or trying to treat someone different because whatever. For me, it's just like I don't understand. Yeah, I understand that it sucks for those people that have to deal with people doing that to them, like people that get discriminated and stuff. Like, I try to understand the pain from it, but the part of me that kind of doesn't really go against them. It kind of goes against the people that foresee a point in even doing. Like, if anyone has any trouble, because I honestly do try to understand the pain, but the fact that when people try to discriminate against me in those ways, it doesn't always seem to faze me when it's just to me. I get, and I guess, there could be people out there that either misunderstand me in some cases or some situations, or, because of the way I take it for myself, some may think that I may not understand as well, or may not seem like I care as well for them, but it's just, for me, I do. It's just, I just don't understand what, whoever is behind the discriminating, I don't know what purpose it serves for them. I don't know what they're trying to get out of it. I just don't understand. Because it, for someone like me, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why are you gonna sit there and how are you gonna sit there and tell someone they have to go 5 blocks over, a whole eighth of a city over farther from their house, just to go to a school where more people are different? Why are you gonna have one race of people be at a school closer to your home, but because you're in a different, because your skin color is different, you have to go to a different school that's farther away? That's just unfair. Or how is it that just because someone's another gender, that it's people some, and I know I know there are a lot of people that kind of take my side on it, or some who might kind of be in the middle because either it doesn't matter so much to them, or because both sides have a good point, but I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that like don't understand why people do that, and a lot of people that understand that like that everyone can fit in well if people can quit trying to pick them out, but there's also a lot of people I know that, or not that I know, but like I know there's a lot of people still in the world probably nowadays that still like, if with certain things, if you don't like exactly seem to be anything like everyone else, like even if it's down, for many people, even if it's down to like, they can like pick on you like you don't fit in, and it would sometimes be down just because of like your skin color or skin tone or your gender or like your religion, your whatever else there is, like just national origin. I think is not like some of that stuff. Just like I said, for me, or it could be the whole like LGBTQ. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not, then I'm sorry, but I mean, either way, like I said, either way, that kind of stuff too. Like if someone wants to have a romantic interest with, like I'm not gonna sit here and live my life and spend that time trying to pick on, people because they like other people. Like basically, if someone's not like a straight person, like female not liking guys and guys not liking females, like I'm not gonna sit, like if different, if some people of one gender like other people of their own gender or whatever, or some people like feel that way about both. I'm not I'm not gonna sit there and pick and judge how they think about that for themselves, because that A, I can't control that. B, I shouldn't try to control that, because it's just straight up like it's just wrong. Like honestly, anyone who can try to even think about disagreeing and debating with me, well then don't even bother, because I won't even try to listen. Because if you think it's not wrong, you're trying to like judge and control people like that. I don't care who you are. Well then you might as well just step out. But I mean, hey, honestly though, I know I might speak like that, but in any case, I mean, for the most part, easily this is where I would say that it's more my opinion, but I mean, realistically, this is the one time I can't say like practically, many would say that it's more opinionated and stuff, but realistically, it's just kind of not, but I know there are people out there that are just kind of messed up, the kind of people we don't need as much of, that might think that it doesn't matter because they're not the ones in that situation, which they're not in that situation, but they're wrong for thinking that's still okay, but whatever. But enough about that, which, yeah, well, anyways, just enough, Wait. Get it, got it, good. Going for, oh. For a second I thought the other one said going for good 17, but no, it says going for gold. Because I was seeing that and I thought it said good, and I was reading the two, and I thought there's some funny stuff, like a coincidence, but like, I just misread that one wrong, but, whatever. %90 boost? Nice, oh there it is, the quest progress already. Wait, I just did this map. I literally just did this map. Holy crap. I actually can't believe it. I literally just did this map. Like, ain't that something? So, got it. Lap number 2, last lap. And I'm still in first place, but at least far enough ahead that I can't even see little profile icons of people behind me, which means either A, I'm just that far ahead, or B, I am barely far enough ahead to not see their little profile icons. Because usually when someone's close behind you, you'll see their profile icon at all, and once they're close up to you, plus they get from there, like, the more better you can see their profile, because like when they're farther away and just a little behind you, their profile will be like barely visible, but kind of like transparent, like faint. But then when they get like closer, then they'll be more like less transparent, it's more visible, you know. But in my case, it's I don't see it, so I must not be that close to them, or they must not be close to me yet. We'll see. Oh yeah, I was like 6 seconds away, or a little under 6 seconds away. That's why. Man, let me see the ranking recap. What? No. Also, wait a minute. That other time before I went back to my quest, I checked the ranking. It said 66%. But after 2 races, my rank only increased that much. Like, I hope I don't have to bump over to the rank recap every time I get done with the race just for it to count in. Because if that's the case, that would suck. Well, actually, for now. Alright. I'm gonna go back to the lobby for a minute. Check the quest one more time, and then I'm probably gonna. Oh! Wait, but I went to main menu anyways, so, like, there's no problem there. Let me see ranks. Alright, yep, so now that kicked in. Also, let me check this. Okay. Alright. Finish races. Okay. So that's about. I said 5. Use pads. So for what distance will turbo. Laps. Some stick close. Okay. The daily boss goal is complete. Okay. And that's that. And I think that's gonna be all for this stream. Just a few games of rocket racing, you know. But that was so fun. Either if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you're interested in like this channel so far, leave a make sure you subscribe. If you don't want to miss any more, then make sure that bell is all post notifications on. And then I guess that's just about it. And I think I'm gonna transition to Sonic Mania and see if I can continue that 1 minimum ring count challenge. I don't remember if I think I did have a save for that. But, of course, it's only going to start me at the beginning of the zone, so, yeah. In that case, I guess I'll end this stream, and then I'll see you guys over at Sonic Mania for the continuation of that minimum ring thing.